Ladies, I've just literally interviewed Sophia MAST one day before she left for these championships, Ben, and she was in good spirits. Runner-up, of course, last year in Austria. You were there. How do you see her chances this year of going one better?
Yeah, hopefully for her. I mean, she's putting hard work in it, and you know, everybody knows her in the United States, and it's a great hope for the future of pool in the US, I believe, for the women, and so she's practicing hard. She's been working, and actually, the interview was really great. So it was good to learn about that girl. I know a little bit of Sharon also from Switzerland.
Brilliant.
I saw her.
Perfect. I was going to ask you that.
Yeah, I saw her a few times in the Euro Tours, because we have the Predator Women Euro Tour, and she did it pretty well. I think it's her last year, because she's already 17, or she's going to be 17 in the year. So it's her last year in the. Oh no, pardon me. It's under 19, I believe, this division. So she might be playing maybe 2 years again. I don't know.
Yeah, it is under 19s division. And of course, we have another semi-final going on at the same time between Ming Ling Wang from Chinese Taipei up against Savannah Easton, another promising young player from the USA, the Road Runner. This is the pink dagger that we're looking at there. Look, just getting herself ready and prepared. And she has such a great work ethic, this girl. And she's got such a great support team behind her also. A little bit red in the face there. I'm sure she's feeling the pressure just a little bit. But when you see her and talk to her, you'd never think that she's the type of person who kind of, gets nervous or lacks confidence. But that just shows you, Ben, the enormity of this. And there's Shirin as well. I'm sure she's got a few little butterflies floating around in her stomach at the moment.
Yeah, actually Switzerland is one of the the involved country in the European pool. They have plenty of tournaments around, regional but also national tournaments, so it's pretty great to play in Switzerland, actually one of the best country to play in Europe. So we're going to see, well, this match going on, but for sure a lot of pressure for these girls.
A friend of mine from Thailand actually runs a pool room in Switzerland called Lucky Panda. I'm sure you've heard of it.
Yeah, of course I heard it. Yeah.
Champion. Oh, funny rest, funny bridge technique there. Did you see that? I'll be having a look at that a little bit later on.
Yeah, actually it worked out great, but
oh no, it was okay. It just looked weird from the other angle, but I think it was the way she was actually holding the cue, Ben.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and I just saw, I think, a clinic from I think it was John Higgins, I guess, who was explaining how to handle with the bridge, and that was really interesting to see how what he said about the elbow and the little things that I didn't know about how to handle the bridge, and I actually worked a little bit on it, and it worked great. So it's a kind of special technique they have in snooker, of course, and they work hard in snooker.
Yeah, I grew up in snooker, and I was a pretty good rest player. I'm a lefty too, and Jimmy White was probably, and still is, the best rest player in the world, I would say, him and Sean Murphy. Higgins pretty good as well, and the secret is, of course, to hold your elbow up and get it parallel to the bed of the table. A lot of people have it down below the height of their wrist, which is not good.
Exactly. You're totally right. And I believe that was a John Higgins clinic, now that you say that, I believe.
So, good start here. Oh, that's gone very, very awkward, though. Awkward bridging over the 10 ball here, Ben.
Yeah, absolutely. She looked dead straight, and she's not going to be able to pocket on the side. The side pocket is too locked, I believe, but it's a very tough shot bridging above the 10 ball here. her to make it on the corner. Oh, she's making it on the side. Yeah, that was really tough. I mean, the angle was really sharp. Myself, I would have preferred to play it on the top right corner pocket for sure.
So a chance for young Sophia MAST, 16 years old. Oh, hurried that one a little bit, Ben, didn't she? Was very, very quick. Didn't really do the pre-stroke,
Yeah, you're right. But it was a blind pocket, and the cue ball went towards the 8, so she might have going 3 rails there, and that was a tough shot. And when you're using stun on this type of shot, mostly you're likely to hit it too thick, and that's what she did. I was not sure it was going past the 9. It was really close. Obviously, nerves are coming in for those girls, and that's absolutely normal. So they have to handle our emotions for sure.
I'm pretty sure as well that it's not really a game, is it, that they play that often, girls? 10 ball, they kind of stick to 9 ball, maybe a bit of bar table, 8 ball, maybe.
Yeah.
The break notoriously difficult as well, even for elite pro men. You know, they're not guaranteed to make a ball with the hand rack.
Yeah, this is kind of but I always say it adds a little bit of a drama. Unexpected things can happen, because when you break the rack, a 10 ball rack with 10 plate, the 2 balls that are underneath the one are going towards the side pockets, and so makes this kind of automatic, like the wing ball in 9 ball. So I kind of like the random things.
Yeah, I do as well, and I honestly do find breaks and running all the time a little bit tedious and boring. So at least with a hand rack, we do get to see all the different aspects of the game, don't we? Some safety, some kicking.
Definitely.
If Sophia can run these balls now, it will settle her down. Always nice to get your first rack on the scoreboard. Now she's going to have to just kill the cue ball where it is. She is called the pink dagger. She needs to, don't stab it though, stroke it.
Oh, she's following here. That's a good shot there. Good stroke, to try to settle down a little bit into this match.
Yeah, I just want to see her just take a little bit of her time, go through a pre-shot routine. Don't rush. And this looks better now from Sophia. Did you see that? Just that little extra time, having the cue ball cleaned as well. Oh, she's called the pocket. I thought she was pointing to the cue ball.
Yeah, it's actually a WPA standard rule to call the pocket on the 10 ball. You also do it on the 8 ball. You see often players call the 8 ball on the last shot. This is kind of, routine also.
Yeah, WPA sanctioned event, of course. Now the winner of this event, the last 2 events, no longer in it because she is too old, is Jing Yu Hong, who won the last 2 times. Title sponsor is Predator, of course, and thanks to our other sponsors, Massey, Yalin, Kamui, then Billiards Corporation, Media Light, the Rums of Puerto Rico, Samsung TV, and little monster cues as well, those little jumpy things that we love or hate. I personally love them. I want to see more jumps. I think we should just have a jumping tournament where only jump shots are allowed.
Yeah, it had really, those cues, really, like the hair rush by Predator, also bring a new technology and new haste to the game, obviously. So,
yeah, I said it was a race to 7, guys, in my intro. I beg your pardon. It's actually race to 6. I've just seen on the screen there. It's the under 19 boys and under 17 boys that race to 7. So this is a race to 6. So even more important to get off to a good start, girls. Come on, let's go.
good shot there. Everything is pretty open here.
Yeah, wasn't a lot of room past that 10 ball here.
Yeah.
Played it off the near jaw, played it very, very nicely. Smart shot, very experienced shot for such a young girl.
Yeah, 16 years old. This is really great to witness girls like this already playing at a high level with a strong technique, routines. They are the future of pool, and I'm happy for the USA to see that they have 2 girls in the semis. This is great for this country of pool.
Yeah, and of course not discounting the other countries also represented, Switzerland and Taiwan, of course. But let's face facts, there could be an All-American final. And what? Well, I'm sure I asked Sophia in the interview actually about a kind of friendly rivalry that she has at the moment with Savannah Easton. They've met several times. I believe Sophia has the upper hand at the moment in their head-to-head. But imagine that, playing in a World Championship final at the ages of 16 and 15. I mean, it's just be incredible, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Absolutely. And
30-second
yeah, we also
shot clock.
Yeah, that was I was going to say that it's under a shot clock, so maybe they're not used to it a lot. I mean, because obviously you need to work on it in practice to play under a shot clock. It's a slightly different game.
Yeah, I was speaking yesterday during the Christina to catch quarter-final, and she actually had to change her whole shot routine to incorporate the shot clock, because she was playing in tournaments, Ben, and she was getting through to the TV table stages, and it was just a completely different game, and her shot routine just never allowed for a shot clock. So she stripped her whole game back to the bare bones, went back to the drawing board, came up with a whole new shot routine. And now look at her. She's been in 4 finals of the WPBA events. She's actually won one of them just recently in Iron City Billiards. It was her first ever one. And look at her again into the semi-finals now. She's playing against Rubelin Amit as we actually speak. That's available for you over on Table 1, guys, if you want to watch that one, as we see the kick attempt well wide of the mark. So another chance here.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, I did a very interesting online sessions with Alex Lely, the coaching, and we worked on this, and we made an exercise on the shot clock, and I was playing under 8 seconds shot clock to try to speed things up, and he was counting down, and that puts a lot of pressure, and it gives you more confidence that actually when you look at it closer, 30 seconds are a lot for rotation games. So I believe most of the times it's enough, but you kind of mentally get into a rush when you are under pressure.
Yeah, that's a very interesting point, and I totally agree with you as well. And I think if you don't have a shot clock, it definitely makes players overthink, and sometimes with a shot clock, players even overthink things. And I agree. If you look at an average shot time, which I believe is no more than about 20 seconds, I think an average is around about 15 seconds, let's say. So that's already double the time. So I think 30 seconds for rotation is absolutely perfect for 9 and 10 ball. For 8 ball, I'd like to see it increase to 40 seconds, if I'm honest, just because there's so many more variations and options.
Definitely. You're definitely right here.
Very straight, isn't she? Look, everything in line, the bridge hand, the head, even the parting in the hair, the back elbow and the backhand, all in a perfectly straight line. And it goes to prove that, you know, if you just draw that cue ball, the cue back in a straight line and deliver it on the straight line, if you cue it smoothly, Ben, and time it nicely, you should never miss a ball. Theoretically, of course, but then the human element comes into it, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Actually, that's exactly what Johan Rissing told me. He told me this, and I had to admit we got a laugh because he told me, yeah, actually there is no reason why you would miss. And that's funny to hear because, of course, everybody misses, everybody does, everybody makes mistakes. So this is part of the process to improve. But yeah.
So alternate break, which I really think is the way forward, or it's a scratch in the side. Yeah, came across them, didn't she? Slightly bent. Cue ball straight in the side.
Actually, the break was good. She had a good pop, but she didn't take the one ball straight in the face, so that's why the cue ball went directly into the left side pocket. And Shirin is trying to get into some kind of rhythm here. She has the opportunity given by Sofia to run this rack. I mean, everything.
Do you like moving the 9? Would you like to move the 9 ball here? Sorry to interrupt. Just wonder, would you like to move the 9 ball? Or are you okay with it where it is? Oh, she didn't have the angle anyway. I thought she had the other angle.
Yeah. And the thing is, if you had the other angle, then move the 9 ball was a good plan, but she had to face a tougher shot on the 3 on the side. So, yeah, maybe because of the position of the 8, I wouldn't have moved the 9 ball. Just played underneath in the bottom right, maybe.
Yeah, good point.
This is a kind of a routine shot here. I mean, when you're practicing drills like this, it's one rail to the center of the table. Yeah, that's great. She let the stroke out.
Can just draw this back just a couple of inches to make sure she doesn't let the 7 come into play. Just a nice little draw shot here, 2 or 3 inches. Oh, she's going forward. She has an angle on this bent.
Yeah, looks like. Wow, that was a great shot.
Watch out, 8 ball.
That was a good stroke, but the 8 ball was on the way.
Yeah, maybe could have stunned it off the side rail there, Ben, I think.
Maybe going in between the 7 and 9 if she had the other angle, I don't know. But now she's facing a tough, long 6 ball.
Didn't play it. I don't think she played it, did she?
No, I don't believe.
Now, she does have a thin edge here. It's very dangerous if she catches it too thick, or she could kick and stick. Looks like she's going for the thin contact here, just creating distance.
It's a good shot there. But she left it open, but still a long, tough shot. The thing is, if she makes it, she'll get automatic shape for the 7 ball. So it's a kind of free shot And do you always better overcutting it so that the 6 ball is going long rail and then on the short rail? Yeah, she undercutting it, so hitting it too thick. Watch out the cue ball.
Oh, this is a real test of this one into the side pocket. And if she wants to get shape, maybe she'll play a stop shot here. So dig down.
Yeah. Kind of touchy shot here. Great.
Beautiful. Never easy, jacked up, especially over the pocket like that. Played it to perfection. She's even got a nice little angle here to play shape onto the 9 that you was talking about earlier on, into this bottom right-hand corner.
Just a small stun shot on the 8 ball to go to the short rail, maybe short long. Oh, she's following. Maybe she's going all the way down. No, that's great. Okay. She might have to go on the other side of the 10 ball, maybe using kind of a stand follow, or she can simply roll it. Yeah, I like that. Taking our time, slowing down the heart rate.
Beautifully done. And I know for sure team captain Payne McBride, Mr. Major Payne, will be in the audience watching. A good spirit in amongst the American team. Lots of them have travelled over there, including Sophia Mass' mum, dad and nan and granddad as well. Now let's go to the grown-up ladies for a moment. Rubelin Amit is in action against Christina Takac, and it's 1 set all there. Best of 5 sets, of course, so 1-1 in sets, and Rubelin Amit, the Filipino, has taken the first rack in the third set. Now, Siming Chen went through this morning against Japanese Chihiro Kawahara in straight sets. Now, I didn't see any of the match, but I've been looking at social media, and I've heard. Now, there's Payne McBride's mum on the left with the glasses. I've sat next to her on the bus many a times in Austria, having a little chat. I believe that's Payne's mum. I think it is. I'm not 100% sure. I'm going to be shot at dawn if I'm wrong. Yeah, so Siming Chen, in scintillating form apparently, never missed hardly anything and ran 6 break and runs in that 3-0 win over Chihiro Kawahara. She's waiting for the winner of Christina Takac and Rubelin Amit in tomorrow's final. And that will be, I believe, at 1 p.m. tomorrow, the ladies' final. So back to this one.
That was a pretty good break from VOLERY, but nothing went in, I believe. So good opportunity here to... Wow, that was a great shot there. Wow, this is really tough. I don't know if you can see the 3, but that was really a great shot there. Kind of a stun going on above the side pocket here.
So much natural talent.
Yeah. She was forced to play safe because she didn't see the right edge of the 3 ball.
I think she's going to be in a little bit of trouble here. Now, guys watching, I just want to apologise. At some stages, Ben and I will talk over each other. It's simply because we're not sat next to each other. We're not in the same room. We're not even in the same country. We're not even on the same continent. I'm in Southeast Asia, in Thailand, and Ben is across there in Europe, in France. So, and of course, the match is going on in New Zealand. So just from time to time, We will talk over each other. We can't see each other. It's quite a daunting task, really, but we're doing the best we can. We hope it's not spoiling your enjoyment too much, guys. It's ball in hand, but a little bit tricky, isn't it, to get... I mean, the 3 doesn't go past the 5. It does go past the 9, of course. It goes into the side also, but it's getting to the right side of the 4 ball as well. So she could be playing safe here. Now, I believe we're playing the 3 foul rule, Ben, as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and you're definitely right. She's gonna play safe for sure and try to put the 3 ball in an area where she can get shape on the 4. Well,
yeah, it's a little bit careless, that, to be honest. I don't want to be too critical of the juniors, but that was a little bit rushed in the end. She took plenty of time deciding what shot she was going to play and then just kind of rushed the shot just a little bit.
Yeah. That was a tough shot. Maybe she left the VOLERY in the tough position here. Only see the right edge of the 3. Sorry. So it's still a tricky position, because if she tries to cut this and go up table, the 7 ball is on the way. So she had to go underneath the 7. Yeah, like that. Pretty good. And because the position of the 4 ball, even if she makes 3, she won't do anything with the 4. So it's kind of a tough position here. She might be playing safe here. Yeah.
Yeah, behind the 10 is the target, isn't it?
Yeah. The priority of this shot is to put the 3 ball on the end rail as a containing. So now she has to split balls using the 6 and the 9 as blockers. It's a little bit too thin here, but she got away with it. I believe the 3 ball doesn't pass the 5.
I just can't imagine the pressure that they are under at the moment.
Yeah. In addition, this is really this is a short race to 6, so you don't have that time to, kind of settle down.
What a future these youngsters have got ahead of them, and they're coming into pool just at the right time. It's on the up and up. The sport is growing. There's so many federations doing great things as well for youngsters.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, if she can, she'd like to thin the 3 ball, sending it towards the long rear and use the 6 and 9 as blockers. Yeah, like that. I like that shot. The danger is not to leave the 3 ball in front of the side, of course, but
yeah, you don't want to leave an easy 1 rail kick on the 3 into the side, do you? She's avoided that, so this is pretty good. It's going to be tough to get this one safe.
She called it in the top right. Wow, she gets the point. This is tough.
Yeah, and of course it's opened up the 4 ball totally now. 4 ball available into every single one of the 6 pockets. So that's no longer an issue, and everything nicely out in the open as well. Good chance here for Sophia MAST to take a 2-rack lead and go 3-1 up halfway there to the race to 6.
Yeah. And actually the 1 rail kick she just attempted, the side pocket is a big target here. So the points are really bigger than you think, actually.
What point are you trying to make, Ben?
I'm sorry?
I was just having a little joke with you. I said, what's your point, Ben?
Oh, wait. Yeah, I just got it. I'm sorry. It's really early in the morning here in France, so I'm just kind of, foggy.
Grab yourself a nice espresso or something. Just to bring you up to date, guys, with the boys' junior championships as well. Walter Laikre from Sweden really is, I think, the best player in the world at the moment. He's ranked #1 in Sweden already at age 17, I think he is. And he's going to be playing from Estonia, Rivo Maimre, in the final. So that's coming up later on today at 6 p.m.
Yeah, we really have a great pool festival here with the men's 8-ball, women world 9-ball, and then the juniors. It's really great. I mean, I enjoyed it so much last year in Klagenfurt, and I'm enjoying here this year in New Zealand. This is really great.
Oh, Cue Ball's going to stick on the 9-ball. She's overhit this, maybe a bit of adrenaline in the other semi-final. Savannah Easton has taken a 2-1 lead from being 1 behind. She now leads Mingling Wang from Taiwan by 2 racks to 1. Both the Americans 2-1 up. Has to be careful here. Well,
great shot there. That's great shot from Sophia here. Not easy, touchy shot always when you have to jack up, balls are close. Yeah, this is really great.
Controlled it well, didn't she? That's a very, very smart shot for such a young lady, and well controlled, executed. Side to side safety here.
Oh, she tried
wrong.
to. Yeah. I tell you what, this is not kind of easy position. All you just have to do is try to split the balls and send the 9-ball on the middle of the long rail. But she hit it too weak, I believe.
Well, I'm surprised she didn't jack up on that one just to get a little bit closer to the 10-ball, but maybe it's a sign of confidence. There you see the PBF badge on the young lady's shirt there. European Pocket Billiards Federation.
Yeah, because actually what happens is that this year, I believe, the EPBF launches a great youth program with like Eurotour youth with I believe it was 4 or 5 stops this year, tournaments. So maybe I believe she's part of it. She's participating in that youth program of the EPBF, so that's why she's wearing the patch.
And between Predator as well for the Euro Tour, it's dynamic tables last year for the Euro Tour. Next year, from 2025, it will be Predator tables, which is good to see, Ben.
Yeah, this is great. I mean, Dynamic was there for 40 years, and now it's great to see the great deal that Predator did. I believe it's for 10 years. So they, like you said, sport is growing. Oh, she took a little break, I believe.
Shall we do the same then? Shall we nip out for a quick break? Let them enjoy some music, and we'll shut up for a little while, shall we? We'll be back soon. Ta-da. here we go then. Please, Mr. DJ, fade that down. Right on cue. Remember, guys, today is men's semi-finals day as well in the World 8-Ball. Table 1 at 6 p.m. will be Josh Filler against Woo Kun Lin. And then at 8 p.m. it will be Ryan Julian up against Holland's Marco Teutschert. That's coming up later on this evening from the Claude Lands Event Centre there in Hamilton, New Zealand. Back to this one. Sophia Mast halfway to the 6.
From the side again, targeting the 1 ball. Good safety shot there. Cut this to the long rail and send it to the short rail, sending the cue ball towards the 4 and 10. Avoiding the 7, I believe the shot is on. Yeah, that was the shot, but it's way too hard.
Well, Sophia made a 2-ball a little bit like this one, didn't she, in the last rack? Remember that lovely 2 down the rail that she made, then didn't quite get on the 4-ball in that rack?
Tough shot there.
A little bit tied up again, isn't it, this time by the 10? Well, I expected that to go. It looked like a big pocket, didn't it, with the 8-ball hanging over it, Ben? Yeah. But what's happened here? I think she's got lucky.
Yeah, it looks like she got a little bit of a roll here, and Shirin has to kick it behind 2 rails, maybe. I believe she rushed a little bit. She's a little bit nervous, I believe.
Yeah, would have been better off coming behind it, as you said, and kick and sticking. She caught it on the way in off 1 rail, which has left this on for Sophia. This is a good chance, but of course there's the problem of that 4-ball. And she's made us sure she's left herself an angle, too much angle, or can she just come across the face of it and play the 4 into the same pocket? Maybe she can.
Yeah, looks like, yeah. Looks like it's the plan. And I was thinking that maybe Sophia is a much more experienced player of great events like this, because she plays in the US already with the women. Settled down, calm, and with the task at hand. And Shirin looks like a little bit more nervous. This is what I feel.
Yeah, she's now actually ranked number 10 in the WPBA rankings, and that's pretty big, isn't it, for such a young lady? She's had a couple of good runs. She played in the Hayball event as well in America, finished 3rd in that, so she's a little bit of an all-rounder. She's played the Ultimate Pool also, loves her cue sports, and she's told me in the interview she loves a challenge. She loves to always push herself, and if you've got that mentality, Ben, you're always going to keep progressing forward, aren't you? You're never going to stagnate and stay, where you are.
Yeah, definitely. And for those young ladies, the environment is really important. I mean, the coach you might have, the tournament you might go to, if she plays, for example, I don't know, maybe 30 tournaments a year, then at this young age, it's such great experience. And you can see she's really concentrated and focused, and she's used to it. So obviously she's playing a lot of tournament.
And she actually, she thrives on the challenge as well. She's up for it. She's always up for it. Savannah Easton is up for it as well. She's 3-1 up also in the other semi-final against Mingling Wang. So we're headed, if it stays the way it is, guys, for an All-American final. Beautifully played there. You can just drop onto this 10-ball, and she's going to be 4-1 up, Ben. Good stuff here from the pink dagger. She's not only putting the knife in, she's twisting it as well.
Great touch there.
And still focus on these. Okay, they're easy, but there's no such thing as an easy shot. You have to focus.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, you said that she was ranked top 10 at the WPBA rankings, and that's big. I mean, the WPBA are strong fields, tough tournaments, professional conditions, and so if she's used to those tournaments, then she's definitely the favorite in this match, I believe.
Update from the Ladies World 9-Ball Championships out on table 1. It's 1 set all between Rubelin Amit and Christina Tkach. And it's Christina who's taken a 3-2 lead in the 3rd set. So she's on the hill to win the 3rd set. Best of 5 sets, that, remember. You have to reach 3. But she's looking like possibly 2 sets to 1 up. Watched by fiancé Fedor Gorst in the audience. Back to this one, going from the centre again. Broke dry before from the centre, but she's sticking with it. Well, they haven't broke very much, have they?
Yeah. Kind of a messy rack, yeah.
Was it a loose rack, do you think, or was it just not very... I mean, she didn't put a lot of power into that, did she? Didn't really hit them hard.
Yeah, but actually you have the 4 railer here. You can see the 4 ball. So, yeah, she hit it pretty good. Maybe the rack was a little loose here. It's never easy to tie the balls with the hand rack, but... And I had the opportunity to witness Simin Chen yesterday, I believe. She was playing against the Korean Seo Soa, and it was, as you said, she played flawless. I mean, that was crazy to witness such a level of play for so long, and she won within 3 straight sets. And she finished by, I believe it was 2 or 3 breaks and run. So that was crazy. She's in top form.
Yeah, and she's just done the same again this morning, hasn't she, to Japan's Chihiro Kawahara. She had 6 break and runs in that semi-final. Just unbelievable. Just goes to show that class is permanent, form is just temporary. She hasn't been playing a lot of American 9-ball. She's been mainly sticking and focusing on Chinese 8-ball. Now, I saw her win a massive Chinese 8-ball event. I think she won about $280,000, Ben, recently, earlier on this year. And it was her second big win in Chinese 8-ball. But to make that transition and come back and play, you know, American 9-ball on these tables to reach the final is just a stunning achievement. It just shows her all-round ability, really, doesn't it, as a cueist?
Yeah, definitely. Some great Chinese 8-ball players in China also. I witnessed a few tournaments of Chinese 8-ball, and that was crazy. They actually handicap women with giving them 1 ball, I believe, in 8-ball. Am I right?
Yes, they get 1 ball, so do the juniors. And in stage 1 of the tournament, it's taken off last ball. So, and then in stage 2, it's taken off first ball. So it kind of evens it up a little bit for the men in the latter stages, because it's the first ball. So it doesn't really have such an impact as being the first ball, you know, as it does the last ball, because you could just leave your ball tied up with your opponents the whole match.
Yeah. Okay. I didn't know that.
You mentioned some great players. Chu Bingji is the main man at the moment. He's won the last 2 huge ones. He won $700,000. Then he recently won another $280,000. And he actually came from 9-ball. He began playing 9-ball in China, but then switched to Chinese 8-ball.
Hopefully, obviously, he took the right decision, right?
I think so. I think his wife thinks so as well. Well, Savannah
Good
Easton.
safety shot. Yeah.
Going rack for rack, Ben. it's 4-1 now as well in her semi-final. So we are headed towards that All-American final that those travelling fans have been looking forward to so much. Sorry,
That's
Ben.
great. Yeah, Sofia played a great shot behind the 7, great safety shot behind the 7 there. And she really locked VOLERY behind the 7, so she's got ball in hand, she's got rewarded for that. And maybe she's gonna play it 5 and bump it to 10. Yeah, just like that. That's great.
Certainly has the killer instinct.
Sorry, Mark.
I was just saying she's got such a killer instinct, hasn't she, Ben?
Yeah, I believe you're right. This is exactly what I felt. But from the beginning of the match, she really got into it, focused, and just play her game, no matter what the audience is or the tournament is. She's really into the game, comparing to Shirin, who is a little bit more nervous and
yeah, definitely my favourite player at the moment out of the States in so many ways. She really does have every single attribute you need to be a world champion, and she's well on her way to doing that here. This is to get on the hill, 9 and the 10 into the same pocket, just stroke this in, come across the face of the 10. Keep that head still, Sophia.
strong technique.
Yeah, the focus, look, you can see every ball means the world, and it could mean the World Championship. She's one away from the final. And that final will be 9:30 a.m. tomorrow morning.
The thing is, when you live in the US and you develop yourself in the US playing pool, you have all that culture of the game that's around you. You know, the one pocket, the banks, all the players obviously know this game, and you build yourself, if you start at a young age, with all that culture around you, and that makes the game even more interesting. But also it develops your skills, because you start playing bank pool. Maybe she plays already a little bit of one pocket in her pool room, I don't know. So this is all kind of
Now
culture they have.
Did you see who that lady that sat in the background, the Swedish coach there? Did you see her? She was talking to Jolien.
Yeah, from the Netherlands.
Yeah, doing great stuff. The coach interviewed her in Austria as well. It's Sam, isn't it? Is it Sam? No, that's the American coach. That's the American coach, isn't it? The lady on the left here, look. Oh, come on, I can't remember her name. I should. I interviewed her in Austria. Oh, I'm so sorry. Somebody tell us who that was.
From the Netherlands is playing great, Jolien. She really plays great. I had the opportunity to witness her at the last Euro Tour in Treviso. And no, it was not in Treviso. I guess it's the previous one in Slovenia. And she's only 16, I believe. And it's the future of the Netherlands here.
Oh, she's going to be in trouble here. We know exactly what the pink dagger's going to do here. She's going to move in for the kill.
If she can, I don't think she could, but the shot would have been to try to nudge the 8 and try to free the 5 at the same time, playing the safety shot on the 2 ball. But I think the position, the spot wasn't on, I believe. because the 5 and 8 are in a tricky position here, and there is not really no the 2 or 3 or 4 to. Oh, it passes on the side. It's okay.
Well, she's really turning the screw here, Savannah Easton. She's being, well, brutal, isn't she? And that's what you have to be in this game. All friends off the table, but as soon as they get on that 9x4.5 Predator, that is the battleground.
Yeah.
And Sophia's
good start.
Yeah, route to the final, Jia Chang in round 1, beating her 6-1. And then it was Charlotte Williams, another 6-1 win. Then it was a loss against Sweden's Linnea Holmström in winners' qualification. So she was sent to the one-loss side where she beat Ruka Golda by 6-1. And then it was Ayla Clifford in the quarterfinals for Sophia Mast. So she hasn't really dropped too many racks, just one in every game, apart from the 6-1 loss, of course, to Holmström. So she's been pretty solid, Ben, throughout. And part of that, I'm sure, is the great safety play that she's been showing now. Has she come far enough for this 5-ball? Maybe just enough.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like she's okay. That was definitely the shot of the rack there to the turning point. I don't know if she can see enough of the 5. She took her extension to get a little bit more think. No, she doesn't see it, so she might have to go 2 rails here. And she called the 8 in the bottom right, I believe.
Oh, she caught the 8 and scratched as well. Now, a latest score to bring you. Savannah Easton is really, really going exactly the same pace as Sophia Mast. She leads Mingling Wang by 5 racks to 1. Also, she's on the hill, so it's highly likely the final tomorrow morning at 9:30 will be Sophia Mast against Savannah Easton. But maybe this young lady has something to say about that. Let's see. A chance to get back into this.
And she has the starting position classic of the pool players. The shoulders are really turned on the left, addressing the shot. She's not quite square, looks like snooker players do. I was introduced to the
point. Just missed the point there, didn't she, Ben?
Yeah,
played it well.
That was close. But that's a good 3 rails position here. She's perfect on the 9.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
The pressure, I think, is just too much for her. And she knows she's just played her last shot in the 2024 World Junior Ladies Championships under 19s.
She didn't take enough time to settle down on this shot, and looks like we're gonna have an All-American final here.
Yeah, breathing deep. You have to feel sorry for her. She's had a good win and a good run herself, but it's not to be this year. So Sophia Mast is the first lady into the final of the 2024 World Junior Championships here in Hamilton, New Zealand. Who will she play?